What's happening, everybody? This is Eric Addy, and today we're going to be discussing one of our pop culture icons that is starting to disappear this week. Mad Magazine announced that they would stop any new publication going forward, and they're just going to start doing reprints after this week, which is a big bummer for a lot of people. A lot of people like myself, I'm 50 years old. I grew up on Mad Magazine. In the town that I grew up in kind of eastern part of North Carolina in the middle of nowhere, I was able to get baseball cards and comics, but one of the consistent things I was able to find was Mad magazines. And the funny thing is that I kind of related to Mad because they were very sarcastic. They were very much anti-authority, and they picked on everybody. There was nobody safe in pop culture throughout the last 64 years that Mad Magazine didn't pick on, whether it was presidents or whether it was the entertainment business. So being a big fan of Mad Magazine over the years, I've collected a lot of the old editions. And they actually kind of predicted this a few years ago. This is April of 1959. This is the end of Mad Magazine. In December of 1964, this is the last issue of Mad Magazine. So it can go on and on, but some of the iconic ones was, this is kind of funny, December 1963, sex. So they'd already figured out that if you use that word, it sells. And probably one of the more iconic ones, this was April of 1969, as Alfred E. Neuman dressed up as Uncle Sam. So we could go on and on. I think the earliest one I've got is June of 1957. It was a quarter back then. Now, several years ago, probably 5 or 6 years ago, I so related with the Alfred E. Neuman character, the what me worry, because I've been told millions of times in my lifetime that I don't really worry a whole lot. There's not a whole lot of things that bother me, so I'm pretty laid back. And so I've always related to that whole slogan of what me worry. So I had this picture done by a local artist that pretty much hung in my bedroom for years. And so it's just the iconic what me worry. So it's very sad for me that Mad Magazine is going away. I think you'll be able to pick them up in reprints going forward. But the icon of 64 years of Mad Magazine making fun of everybody, again, poking fun at authority, and just Alfred E. Neuman with his missing tooth. I mean, it was just iconic. So very sad week to see it gone. This week is the last issue. But if Alfred E. Neuman was a real person, his comment to all this was probably going to be the same as he always says. What, me worry? Live free, my friends.